Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will show you how to trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin utilizing Bitsgap trading platform software along with their smart trade features that will allow you to lock in profits and avoid big losses. But before we get started, if you're not familiar with Bitsgap, they offer a trading platform that not only allows you to trade cryptocurrencies on all of your exchanges without having to jump back and forth. You simply just connect your API keys from your exchanges to the Bitsgap platform. They also offer arbitrage opportunities, and probably what I like the best is their grid trading bots. And with that all being said, I will leave a link in the description down below that will give you access to a free trial on the Bitsgap platform. So just follow that link in the description. Now let's get to actually executing a live trade. Once you have joined Bitsgap, you may end up with a graphic user interface that looks something like this. This is actually the old graphic user interface. They have upgraded it. And in order to get to that upgrade, you would just click on your user icon and click on Try New Version. Once you click on Try New Version, you will see the new, much improved version of their trading platform. Now, the arbitrage opportunities and the grid bots are still pretty much the same. You will see pretty much the same interface as in all of my videos on the grid bots, but the trading platform is a much needed upgrade, and in reality I'm probably going to be doing a lot more day trading on this platform. Now let's get started with placing a live trade. So the first thing I need to do is choose the exchange I want to trade on. And you can see I have Qcoin, Bittrex, and Kraken currently connected through API keys. And today I'm going to be trading on the Bittrex exchange. And just like that, it will switch me over to Bittrex. And then the pair I'll be trading today will be Bitcoin USD. So I just choose USD and BTC USD. And so the candles I'm looking at are the 1 hour candles. They are using TradingView for their charts, something I'm very familiar with. Again, big bonus, I'm not learning new charting software. It's the same charting software I've always been using. And even when I trade stocks, TradingView is the charting software that I use. So no learning curve there. This purple line, if you can make it out, is a new day. So between these two purple lines would be 1 day. And so we see today's low was around 17,600. I would not expect the price action to break through there unless the bears really take control. So that will be an area that I drop in a line of support for today. And so I can make this as precise as I want, and I'm going to make it 17,600. And that is what I'm looking at for support today, or actually where I'll probably have my stop loss just below it. So what I'm looking at is what I basically call a counterattack, is I'm going to kind of go against the trend and counterattack, looking for this price action to move back up. And so before I ever enter a trade, I also look at my profit levels. So with that being said, if I am able to get an entry around 18,000, what is my risk versus reward? Now my risk is going to be just below 17.6, which puts me at a 2.23% risk. So my first level of profit needs to be around 2%. I'm going to take profit in 3 different stages. And the reason I like to disengage in 3 different levels when I'm day trading is to take some profit as the price is moving, and that truly helps lock in profit in case this truly was to roll back over. So the first area I'm probably looking at is around 18.4. The next level would be another 2%, which is going to be around 18.7. And then the next level would be around 6%. And that's going to be right around that 19,000, which we would have had some issues holding above. As you can see in previous days, I would say if we're going to continue this pattern of lower highs, which we did here, just shy of 19,000, that to me indicates as the third take level profit is a good target to shoot for. An elite trader always knows their stop loss and their profit targets before they ever enter a trade. Now that I have an idea where those are at, I'm ready to make a trade. And I have an option to do limit or market, but today I'm going to do a limit order. A market order will typically fill at the best ask price. The prices you see over here in red are ask. They're the people selling. The prices in green are your bid. These are the people trying to buy. And then the last price is the last price it actually just traded for. And a market order, like I said, will typically fill at the current ask price. Now I'm going to do a limit order, and I could type in the amount I want to pay, or what I typically do when I'm day trading is I will click on the best bid price and it will automatically populate that price. Now the amount of Bitcoin I'm going to buy, I could type that in, or the amount of USD I want to spend on this trade. And in this case, because I'm going to have basically 3 targets for profit, I'm going to buy $900 worth and essentially exit $300 at a time. So a lot of times when I engage a target, it will be $3,000 or $900. It'll be a number that can be divided by 3 because I'm taking 3 different targets for profit. And so 900 will be the amount. The next choice is going to be take profit. And this is part of the smart feature. I can do all of this before I place my trade. And when I place my trade, everything's done. I can forget about it. My profit targets are set and my stop loss is set. It's done. All I have to do is let the price action do its thing. So the first target is going to be 2%, as we discussed. The button down here below, add profit target number 2, is going to be at 4%. And then profit number 3 is at 6%, which is right around, like I said, $19,000. And since I actually think 19,000 is going to be our next point of resistance, I can actually adjust this to say 18,994. And you'll see that brings my percentage down just slightly on what I'm shooting for. And the next area I need to adjust is how much I want to actually sell on each of these targets. And I'm actually going to do 33%, 33%, and 34% for my final target. And that basically wraps up my take profit side of this smart order. Okay, and then the next part I need to adjust is going to be my stop loss. And so I scroll down and click on the stop loss, turn that on, and I want my stop loss to be around 2%. And you can see that puts me just under the 17.6 area that we were looking at on the chart previously, 17.6. And I don't like to typically go right to where it's bouncing off. I like to be a little bit underneath it to give it room to breathe. So now I have that set up. I can now look at my projected loss if this was to turn against me and go down would be $18, and my projected profit would be $35. And so I'm looking at approximately a 1-to-2 risk versus reward ratio, which is acceptable. I prefer 1-to-3, but 1-to-2 would be acceptable. And I could easily adjust that by making this 30%, 30%, and 40%. And now I truly do have a 1-to-2 risk versus reward ratio. So that's what we'll go with. And so in the time I was talking, this is part of the problem of making a live video while I'm trying to trade. The price action has moved up. And by clicking on the highest bid price, you can see the price over here changes and all these figures change. Now I'm back above that 19,000 level. And so before I actually execute the trade, I'm going to do some reading of the tape to see the direction if we have some resistance on the way up as far as any big sell blocks, or on the way down with any big buy blocks. And I don't actually see any big anything on this screen. Nothing sticks out to me, and the bid's dropping. And that's another part of reading the tape, is I see the bids dropping and the ask is not really following the drop, so we're getting a spread in between the two. And the last price trade is still right here around the ask price. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the best bid price and see if we can't place this order for the sake of the video. And my smart order has been placed, and you can see my limit order has been placed, and now we're just waiting for it to fill. And if we scroll back up, you can see my order on the chart. And so I'll give it a moment to see if we get this price action to step back down to around where my order is at. We did see we just stepped down off of the 980s into the 978s, and actually that's real close to where my open order is at. And so I'll give it a moment to see if we can get my order to fill. Now we're stepping back up into the 980s. So let's give it a moment. And just like that, my order was filled. So it didn't take very long. I got my order filled. And if we click on positions, you'll see I now have a position set up for around $900. You can see my triggers on my stop loss and my first take profit level. And so I think that pretty much wraps it up. I just really wanted to show you how easy it is to place a smart order using the Bitsgap's new trading platform software. So if you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. I'll be doing a lot more videos doing live trades using this software. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. Also, leave any questions or comments down in the comment section down below. Remember, there's a link in the description so you can test out on a free trial this Bitsgap software. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.